Let me start today with a story that sounds almost unbelievable. While most people would do anything to avoid spending a night in jail, one man actually jumped at the chance. To jump at the chance means to accept an opportunity eagerly, without hesitation. His name was Jean Béliveau, and for several years he wasn't walking for fitness or to clear his head like people strolling around Bogota. He was walking to circle the entire planet on foot. To circumnavigate the globe, to travel all the way around the world, to circumnavigate the globe, he slept wherever life placed him, in tents, strangers' homes, and sometimes even jail cells. Not exactly a luxury Airbnb. One morning, after sleeping in a police station with official permission, things took a turn. That means things became bad very quickly. The police chief, who had approved the arrangement, didn't show up. To show up means to arrive as expected. And the guards weren't buying his story. To not buy a story means to not believe an explanation. Imagine trying to explain that you are walking around the world. That's like me trying to do it in my broken Spanish at a Colombian checkpoint. Eventually, they let him go. And I suppose this moment raises a bigger question. Why would anyone walk such extreme distances? Most people don't have the time, the energy, or the desire to walk thousands of kilometers, and that's fine. But here's the key idea. You don't need to be extreme to benefit. Even something as simple as an afternoon walk, maybe around your barrio or up a hill in Suba, can lift your mood. To lift your mood means to make you feel happier and take the edge off anxiety and depression. To take the edge off means to reduce intensity. When you walk, especially at a brisk pace means fast but controlled walking. Your body releases endorphins. These are natural chemicals that relieve pain and create a sense of well-being. And at the same time, they curb cortisol. To curb means to reduce or control. Cortisol is the hormone linked to stress. In other words, walking helps you shake off stress. To shake off means to get rid of something negative, without needing medication or fancy equipment. After a few weeks of walking more, something interesting happens. Your body starts to adapt. To adapt means to adjust to new conditions. Walking may look simple, but it actually requires coordination from muscles in your legs, your core, and your back. To keep up with the higher energy demand, to keep up with means to manage or match a requirement. Your blood vessels actually remodel themselves to deliver more oxygen. They adjust. At the same time, your heart becomes more efficient, pumping more blood with less effort. And over months, these changes can bring down your blood pressure, reduce your blood pressure, bring down your blood pressure, and significantly reduce the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Here's something that many people don't realize. Every step you take puts stress on your bones. But this isn't bad stress. This is what we call productive stress. It stimulates the absorption of calcium and minerals, which strengthens your bones over time. And that's why consistent walking helps maintain bone density. Bone density refers to how strong and solid bones actually are, something that naturally declines with age. Think of it like walking up and down the hills in Cali or Manizales. Your body learns to handle the load and comes back stronger. A long-term walking habit can help with weight management, controlling body weight over time, weight management, and reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes, certain cancers, and even dementia. Simply put, and this is important, walking is exercise. Unlike gym workouts, it doesn't require machines or memberships or perfect conditions. It's accessible. That means it's easy to do or reach. It's accessible for people of different ages and fitness levels. You don't need to hit the famous 10,000 step target either, while fitness trackers love that number. Research shows that any increase in daily steps brings benefits. And here's good news for busy Colombians. Those steps don't need to be continuous. Continuous means without stopping. Walking to Boulevard Niza, going to work, meeting friends for coffee, all of that adds up. To add up means to accumulate. Living in walkable neighborhoods comes with extra perks. Perks are additional benefits. When people rely less on cars, air quality improves, greenhouse gas emissions go down. Greenhouse gases are gases that contribute to climate change. All of this gives us less traffic, less noise, and less stress. Walking can even change how people see the world. How they see the world differently, meaning to change perspective. A study of seniors in Hong Kong found that those living in walkable neighborhoods felt less lonely and more satisfied with life than those in car-dependent areas. That's quite powerful. So why don't we walk more? Well, here's the catch. A catch is a hidden problem. Many people simply don't have access to safe, well-maintained places to walk. Cities around the world, including many in Latin America, they were designed with cars in mind, not pedestrians. Governments often pour money into highways. To pour money into means to invest heavily. So governments often pour money into highways while neglecting sidewalks, parks and green spaces. And even when walkable areas exist, getting to them can be a nightmare. A nightmare just means something extremely difficult or unpleasant. In many places, many cities, residential and commercial zones are separated, connected only by busy roads. Not exactly inviting for a relaxed walk. But change is possible. In 2013, city officials in Vancouver transformed a 2-kilometer road into the Comox Helmken Greenway. This is a space designed for walking and cycling, the Greenway. The results were impressive. People living nearby exercised more, reduced car trips by nearly a quarter, nearly 25%, and cut their personal emissions, cut their personal emissions by over 20%. And you don't need huge projects. In small towns like Bethel, Vermont, communities improved walkability with simple solutions, painted crosswalks, curb extensions, and clearer pedestrian routes. Sometimes small steps really do lead to big changes. This is just a saying that means small actions can have large results. As for Jean Béliveau, He eventually completed his journey, walking more than 75,000 kilometers around the world. But the lesson isn't that we should all do the same. The real takeaway is this: you don't need extreme effort to create meaningful impact. A walk around your neighborhood, a decision to leave the car at home, a few extra steps each day. Little by little, walking can change your body, your mind, and even your city. I'll give you a summary of some of the vocabulary, phrasal verbs, the idioms, and the sayings in today's episode. To circumnavigate, this means to travel all the way around something. Endorphins are chemicals that improve mood and reduce pain. Cortisol is a hormone associated with stress. To adapt is to adjust to new conditions. Bone density, this is how strong and solid bones are. Accessible, easy to use or reach. Greenhouse gas emissions, these are gases that contribute to climate change. Walkability, that's how suitable an area is for walking. We had a few phrasal verbs in the episode. To jump at the chance, this is to accept eagerly. Show up, arrive. Not buy a story, that means to not believe an explanation. To keep up with, this is to manage demand. To bring down is to reduce. And to shake off, this is to get rid of something negative. Add up, accumulate. And to pour money into is to invest heavily. To cut down is to reduce. The idioms and sayings from this episode take the edge off, reduce the intensity. See the world differently, this is to change perspective. When we say here's the catch, we're referring to a hidden problem. A nightmare is something very unpleasant. And small steps lead to big changes. This simply means small actions matter. And that's everything for this episode. Thank you for listening. This is Listen. Please share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, bye-bye for now.